Hey guys, we are live. Welcome to episode 2, season 7 of Game of Thrones, Stormborn, and welcome to our review here. With me is, of course, signing off, Mr. Lou Rod. How's it going, man?
Doing well. How you guys doing?
Good, good. It's a nice Sunday evening. It's really hot. ACs are on. And of course, the man in the AC, the resident book nerd, talking about Andrew Cam. How's it going, man?
Pretty good. Sitting here drinking some nice water because we all know water's good for you nowadays.
I know. I'm in sympathy. I'm drinking some good Dornish wine right here so that we can take the show on the road. And of course, Sam with a different camera angle. How's it going, man?
The man with 1,000 camera angles.
Sam, can you hear us? Okay, he can. All right, let's kick the show. Let's kick the show on the road. What do you think of the episode? I'll start off quickly because I first thought the episode started a little slow, and then it got more intense. And just to show you guys, as it was getting more intense, this bottle of wine just kind of went down. Just saying, so that's how it went for me. By the end of the episode, I was like, huh, don't worry.
And then you had to pour out a little for all the Dornish women who took an L tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Just right there. There we go. All right. How about you, Andrew? What do you think?
I liked it. I agree with you. It started a little slow. After the high that I had from last week, I didn't feel it as much. But towards the middle to the latter half of the episode, I was really enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Lou?
I thought the episode was great. I enjoyed it from beginning to end.
That's it. I mean, you want to elaborate a little bit more? There are a lot of things.
That's what the discussion's for.
Okay, fine. Sam, how about you, man? Jump in, Sam.
It was a good show. It was a good show. I think
Sam, your audio is really low.
Okay, I think it opened really solidly. I think it was a very good opening. It was the way we expected it to open, right? People discussing war, going through, and finally we do the whole Melisandre scene when they see Melisandre. But it's interesting. I think some part of the previews didn't quite show up yet. So it'll be interesting to see how that happens. I think
they chopped it us just to wear us in, and then we're going to see some of that more next week.
Well, the whole scene with Melisandre looking at Dragonstone, which appeared to be her way on her way to Dragonstone.
Yeah. Oh, maybe they cut it out. You're right. They could have.
It really didn't happen because it looks as though that was supposed to be filmed from the same angle we see Daenerys after she walks through the gates last season.
Yeah,
last episode.
So
it's like, okay, maybe they cut some stuff out, maybe they didn't. But it was a good episode, start to finish. I liked it.
No, I agree. I like that speech she had with the guy of the spies. What's his name again?
Varys.
Yeah, I love that angle she took. She's like, look, I know people can be thorns on my side. I understand that the Unsullies will always follow me. And, we have Tyrion here who I trust well to the hand, but you are a spy. And where do your allegiances lie? And I love this answer where it was like, look, man, I was a poor kid. I came from dirt. And you could see Grey Worm's face.
They cut off his dick.
Yeah, but you can see Grey Worm. Grey Worm's like, that's my people. He's like, he had that look at him. And speaking of Grey Worm,
whoa.
Boy, got some.
Yeah.
Boy, got
this is to you,
I think they're building us up for failure, man. They're just building us up, man.
What kind of failure are you talking about with Grey Worm?
Humanizing those characters, man. So by the time they take them away, it's painful. It's just painful.
Oh man, of course that's what they're going to do. That's the whole idea.
That's why we got this moment, because you just know Grey Worm's dead, man. It's over. He's died next week.
Yeah,
it's guaranteed.
No, he's not dying next week.
No, he's not dying.
Grey Worm. I don't see Grey Worm dying. I just saw Grey Worm. Everyone has gotten some except for Grey Worm. He finally got the deed in.
Grey Worm.
It was his time.
Well, not the deed. He got a deed, but not the deed. Let's know difficulties because of
with Grey Worm. Okay, let's look into semantics.
But actually, in this episode, they had all three. They had the trifecta of basically what's it called? I guess you could call them eunuchs, right? They had the trifecta of eunuchs.
Yes,
they had Grey Worm, they had Varys, and then they had
that's right.
They had Theon.
No, we'll get to Theon. We'll get to Theon in a second.
Yeah.
Let's keep Theon on.
No, but like before we move on, can we get to? Am I the only one who thought it was a little weird that Dany started questioning Varys now? Like, this has been so long. It's like we're in a relationship.
No, I disagree though. You know why? He's gotten her home. That was you got to think about it that way. She's like, all right, we're here. Now state your claim.
Yeah, but like she could have asked them that when they're in Essos. It's like when you're in a relationship, but 6 months later, they're like, what are we? Like, that's a question you ask 3 months before.
She's not in a relationship with him. It's not a relationship. But it's like that. No. You're queen. That's somebody who serves you. But
no. Even the queen has to be very
Warren wants an invite.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
he's done. Okay.
Even the queen has to be wary of who she leaves behind her, right? So
that's even more like to me. I mean, like she got on a boat with the dude.
Yeah.
Once we're on the water, that's like that you have to put in somebody. These are questions you should have been asking 3 months ago when you were back in Essos, and he came to you. The first thing you wait till and say, "All right, now I'm in Dragonstone."
Maybe they forgot in the script somewhere, okay, and it just looks more poignant. But I mean, personally, I'm fine with it here now.
I
like it here now. It shows, okay, I'm gonna question your loyalty. If I don't like your answers, you will become dragon food.
Yeah, but don't forget, it's also the purview of Mornax to use people as they see fit. So she saw a use for Varys. She's used Varys, and now she's just trying to figure out, hey, can I still use this guy, or is he a throwaway? And he's like, I'm useful. I would tell you how things are right away, or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. She can use his viewpoint.
Come on, tell me his little speech wasn't moving. I am for the people. Yeah,
I felt a tear, man. That's right, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah, but the whole who made the decision to kill me thing, that pause before he goes, it was King Baratheon. I'm like,
I know, right?
The dead man. Interesting. But no, yeah, that was.
Okay, can we talk about Sansa and the fact that she needs to hold? I'm sorry. Okay, all those people who say and were like, Sansa is right, Jon Snow is don't. Girl, like, come on! You cannot be undercutting your brother all the time. And then I'm sorry.
She did again. Yeah, she did.
I don't think she was undercutting him. If you listen to what everyone was saying,
but still, like,
no. Everyone was saying. She was like, emboldened. That's what she did. She just got up and she started, like, everybody had, like, even the young girl moment, right? She came up and she used, there's certain tones you use to address the king, and she just basically she said, John, you're stupid.
Yeah.
And then when John said, you it's in your hands, she's like, oh, I'm cool.
No, but you have to think about it. This is coming from a woman who has been, out of all the Winterfell kids,
Starks,
all the Starks, yeah, she's the only one that was actually captured and had very bad things done to her. So just put it in perspective. She has.
I'm not putting in perspective, but remember, her brother told her all this stuff. Remember, he told her about Daenerys there. She didn't voice the anger that much there. It's important
until he basically said he's agreed to go meet her, and it brings back memory of her brother, her older brother. So it's understandable why she would react that way. I think we're gonna have to start looking at her
and her father and her grandfather. Like, doesn't realize he's a third generation. Go see the queen and get killed.
No, I found family.
This is something. Yeah, this is a family trait where it happened to their father. It happened to the uncle too. He got burned alive.
Whoa! Here's the problem with what you're saying. Yeah, the Stark. You still
but she doesn't know that.
Stark. It doesn't matter.
She doesn't know that.
Yeah, but he's got look. Let me tell you something. When he gets there, one of them dragons gonna come and pet him on the side, and it's all cool. She'd be like, "Whoa!"
So I think we can conclude now that a dragon does die, which is sad.
Oh, we know a dragon does die. Sorry, that's a spoiler.
He has been spoiling a lot of stuff lately.
Don't blame me. That was all Lou.
We blame.
Decided to share the spoiler in the chat.
But who's the one talking and speaking things out about it?
How about you just sign off? How about you just
He
go
brought it
X?
out of me.
You hit X and you sign
He brought it out. It was E's fault.
We need to find a way to mute E.
All right, and, quickly to join in, Warren. Thanks for joining in. Thoughts on the episode? Just briefly, what are your thoughts on the episode before we start talking about some other stuff?
I thought the episode overall was pretty good. I would say the pace is pretty well. We got to see kind of the other people that are involved and the other houses that are involved in this whole thing, kind of getting out of the north and looking at some of the other places like that. But I think things are going at a pretty good pace.
Okay. All right, let's talk about Sam. I mean, this was his little hero moment. We didn't see the payoff, but at least he's doing
the pain, though. We saw the pain. Oh God, damn.
Yeah.
It's like
I usually rewatch episodes. This is not an episode I'm gonna rewatch. That scene got to me, man. That was
really?
Oh, come on, man. If the damn balls of poop didn't get to you, this did. This was cakewalk compared to the shit scene.
Oh,
hey, the poop doesn't bother me. Everybody poops.
Yeah. But you know what?
Everybody poops.
Again, right?
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
So remember, see what they've always done with the food scene, right?
They continue to
nasty stuff to food scene. They basically Theon getting castrated to what's his name?
It's their way of trolling. Sausage. They troll people with that. Yeah, that's the way the show trolls.
The whole thing with the cleaning up the what's it called, the lab last time. Now it's basically removing the skin porridge. Yeah, and then the next scene is porridge. I'm like, come on, man, you can't make me hate these things.
Well, he had a lot to peel off there.
Oh, this is a lot. I know.
They did
because he got worse.
They did one thing like they did last week. They kind of mixed the poop and the food together. This week they mixed him peeling off the gray scale with that pot pie, whatever the hell Arya bit into.
It was tasty.
So they have a running theme. Let's see what they do next week.
Yeah, no, I mean,
decided to troll everyone.
Game of Thrones, right? For a split second, I thought how Wolf was going to come back, and I was like, nah, there's no way that thing would. And we saw her Wolf, and her Wolf was like, nah, I mean, girl, I'm not going to feed you to the fam, but be cool. You can go.
Well, the wolf is like her because their wolves take on the attitude of whoever that person is.
That is true. Yeah, that's very true.
So it makes very much sense that she understands that. That wolf has an entire backstory they're not even covering. That was all fan service.
Yeah, they showed Nymeria in the pack.
No, I think there was purpose in Nymeria. I think Nymeria coming reminded her that she's not Arya Stark anymore, and that she needs to go back to King's Landing and finish what she started. Because she was turning back to go to Winterfell, and she's like, come with me, girl. And she goes, no, that's not you anymore. I don't think she was talking to Nymeria. I think she's talking to herself.
She's still going to Winterfell.
Actually, but then again, she's going home.
I think she's going to turn around again and go to King's Landing.
I don't know. I think she's going to go to Winterfell.
We've seen the photos. She's going to be hanging with the crew back at home.
Yeah, eventually.
Spoiler. Okay, that was not me.
What do you mean spoiler? It's like stuff that's out there.
It was leaked photos, not real photos.
Yeah, but like I don't read Game of Thrones fan sites because of that reason. Like I just deleted all of them from my feeds. I blocked them. I want to watch the show and be surprised. I don't want to see production photos. I don't want to hear about people like having
blame E.
tweets.
Don't blame me. Blame Lou. Lou has read. Somehow Lou found like the manuscript for the whole season, and he's like, I know everything that's happening, and this happens here, and I was like, ooh, that is cool. And then Warren decides to just pay attention. I mean, like Warren, really, don't pay attention.
Or just don't use spoilers. Somebody that covers entertainment should know.
Hey, I put a disclaimer. Read at your own risk.
Did you guys
get? No one said speak.
Sorry,
go
ahead. Sorry.
You guys see the huge change that happened this week? They kind of blew us out of the water a little bit, right? With Melisandre, when she came in and basically she was looking for, just trying to introduce her to the prince.
Oh yeah, they changed it, right? Yeah.
Like, nah. You got to translate that straight up. It could be prince or princess.
That's actually been known. That actually has been known.
Oh, someone's been reading the fan sites.
No, that's actually been no. The whole sort of.
They say it in the books.
Hurry up, book nerd, help me out here.
Yeah, in the books they say that. Yeah, in the books, it's like, I forget which one it is. It's one of the latter ones where Dany starts to think that she could be a princess, and like it's hinted that the translations are not always the same. Remember, Dany learned High Valyrian, but she didn't grow up speaking it around other people. So it's kind of like a kid in America who learned Spanish from their parents, but they didn't learn it like in Colombia or in Spain, so they don't know all the intricacies of the language. And like, so whatchamacallit, what's her, Melisandre is telling her, actually, like, I've learned from proper High Valyrian, and that word can be translated either or, so you never know.
I missed that. I must have forgotten that in the book.
That's why we have the book nerd here. Thank you very much for that.
See, I ain't going to no fan site. Kind of blame me.
No, but look, you're right. That to me, I think the reason why they threw that in there is to throw us off, really. But
yeah, because they never say. I should clarify. They never say it explicitly, but it's just like Jon's parentage, where they hint at it.
Yeah.
So it's like you're like, it could be this, it could be that, and it's kind of like this. In the show, they just told us flat out, nah, man, it could be either one.
Well, Bronn knows. Let's go ask him. What the hell he doing right now?
So here's the thing, though. I think Jon Snow's speech, that little speech he gave to saying that he's going, after everyone had told him, like, don't go and all that, and he eventually says his sister is going to, be Queen of the North till he gets back. That basically just told me, even though I've kind of known that Jon Snow will not take the Iron Throne. Because he said, look, you made me King of the North. I did not want to be king. Basically telling everybody clearly, I'm only doing this because White Walkers are coming. That's it. There's nothing else tied to this. I don't know what you guys think, or who else believes Jon Snow will take his throne here? Or no one. Right?
I don't think anyone believes that.
I felt like they just clearly stated it there at that point, saying, "This is for you fans. He's not taking the throne. That's it."
Because he doesn't care about the North. He cares about the whole world.
That's right.
Yeah.
He just cares about what he's seeing. He can't even really think to process about being a king or in leadership or political roles or any of that. That's just not in his mindset right now after what he's seeing. So it's like he doesn't care. Well, they're still in the War of the Five Kings. He's not in that war.
Yeah, sure.
5 kings. Didn't they kill all of them off already? War is still going on.
Other people stepped in.
Yeah, it's still the same war. Everybody's
remember, this is the same war that's been going on. You've had your battles in it, but this is the same exact war.
I'm saying that they're no longer 5 kings because they've killed all the.
No, but there are.
No, there's only
new
one
kings. There's Cersei. There's Queen Cersei. There's King Jon. There's King Euron. There's
King Euron is trying to marry into whatever. I don't think he's fighting.
Yeah, but the Iron Islands declared themselves kings. Cersei in the last episode. Cersei
remember the end of the episode?
Invited Euron, the new king.
You remember when Euron said he was going to get some whole bunch of boats with no damn trees around? He kind of got crowned in the middle of that.
Yeah, he did.
All right, so let's talk about Euron and all that happened. First of all, we thought, the Iron Islands and Dawn were about to get into a very closer relationship over some Dornish wine for Dawn. And then things went south.
Here comes Euron. VJ blocking.
Well,
I don't know, man. That was kind of weird. That's his sister, man.
That was okay. Before we get to the fight, let's talk about that. I'm glad Theon was like, "Nah, I'm just gonna step outside."
Nope.
Oh, please. Oh, Theon. The reason he wants to step outside because he ain't got none to work with. Don't give me that's his sister crap. Because when he got back to the Iron Islands, he was busy rubbing her thing with his fingers on the horseback.
Found out afterwards.
That is true.
It don't matter.
Well, you gotta remember in Westeros, they're not into the whole. No, you gotta remember in Westeros, they don't do that. That was something that was kind of banned off. Like people.
Yeah, I mean, it is legally banned in Westeros, except Cersei and her brother just don't really care.
That was a Valerian thing, and that was one of the things that were kind of tossed aside with that whole thing going on. But beyond that, I said, well, Euron has to get one win because in the end of the day, he's a Greyjoy and he's gonna fuck it up. So why not just beat your own family? To get the easy win you get.
This war fight put Pirates of the Caribbean to shame.
I don't think anyone has seen Pirates here. Has anyone else seen Pirates?
Nope, no one.
It don't matter which Pirates you've seen. They've had fights on water. This took the icing.
No, it was a good showing.
It was a good showing. Euron showed up, but Euron had to prove something to at least be seen as a credible threat in this whole thing. But he is a great. But he is a great. Yeah, he had to kill something that wasn't his own family that looked better. Because listen, they're Greyjoys. They might as well be called the fuckboy house because that's what they are. Like, remember what Jamie said? All they know how to do is steal and get their ass kicked, and that's what they do. So what does Euron do? Get the one win he knows he can get is beating his own family because he's like a little bit better than the rest of them. Now let him.
He's traveled around the world, yeah.
And almost one of the most pointless things of actually doing because.
Except he killed the Dorn. At least
the Dorn women that was not the best thing for that to happen. But that's probably. The thing he'll tell Cersei. The thing he'll tell. The thing for Cersei is killing the Dornish women.
The Dornish queen is dead, right? Because that was her on the.
No. They don't have a queen.
Well, she's
the Dornish mama.
Mama is running Dorn anyway. That's why I called me.
The Dorn mama is the present that Cersei gets.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what.
Yeah, and the thing I liked is like when they were going to the scene of. Like zooming out and you see the boat and you see the girls hanging and the other one is stuck to the mast with a spear.
Yeah.
And then you realize, oh yeah, he killed them with their own weapons. And then he put them on display with those weapons. So I was like, man, Euron is really like taking the symbolism up a notch. And I doubt he's even smart enough to realize he's doing it.
No, he's not.
It's so cool to me.
But
that's what makes him better than me.
He's a very good fighter. I mean, just take
he's annoying
against them.
But know what's hilarious about this though? What's the fucking point of the water? They don't need it anymore. They can go to King's Landing and Stormborn without even to bother attacking the sea. So he basically did absolutely nothing.
He did
a lot. Euron did a lot, dude. They took out the whole. He just took out Dany's whole water fleet. She got no ships now.
Not the whole fleet, but they got a lot of it in the strongest.
Yeah, the strongest version, but also the Dornish army. So it's half of that. Remember, and the Tyrell army, mind you, the Tarleys are supposed to support the Tyrells. She doesn't know that switch is going to happen. Mama Tyrell, right? The Tarleys usually support the Tyrells whenever they go to war. And Jamie basically told,
No, I think she had an inkling that's going to happen because everyone knows, like, Sam's father has a what's it called?
Valerian sword?
People know him for his loyalty.
He ain't got no Valerian sword. Sam got that Valerian sword.
Sam has it now. So but everyone
Sam
knows
stole that.
Right? So I think she kind of guesses that they might not be getting a backup from Tarleys, but she was definitely expecting they would be expecting the Dornish, right? And the Dornish are not going to show up anytime soon because they don't have ships.
There are ships, and they've just decimated a chunk of the army.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Well, the thing is, like, I think that's the plan. Like, the thing is, like, oh yeah, we turn in the Sand Snakes. We killed 2 of them. We got 1, and we got the mother. Where Dorne's going to have to step out. Dorne didn't really love them like that. They loved Oberyn, and Oberyn is dead. And now the people who killed Oberyn have his widow, or like his lover, and one of his daughters.
Yeah, but
whoever's in charge of Dorne.
Yeah,
whoever takes over, like
whoever. They're prince and princesses there. It doesn't matter. They'll just
No. On a TV show, it does, right? We need somebody to tie it to.
they most likely will just follow Daenerys. They most likely
They'll
will just
just
go in that
find
direction.
some
The show has
some
never
random lord.
worked that way. As much as I hear that in a book, the show has never worked that way. Never.
Huh? What do you
You
mean?
need a figurehead, somebody to tie to the location, and then you go, okay. Which is why they showed us Lord Tarly today. That's the only reason why they showed it us, because you wanted to show, okay, look, he could either switch sides between the Tyrells or the Lannisters.
Well,
That's how the show works.
Oh, she could just go there and prove her worth, and they'll just follow her anyways. That's what she did with the Dothraki, essentially.
Yeah, but Dorne is really not like
That's
that.
what she did with the Unsullied, essentially.
Yeah, Unsullied and the Dothraki are not
But-
Dornish.
Yeah, but she could probably do the same thing again and fly around with 3 dragons, and I'll go, yeah, we're gonna go choose that side.
No, but remember, Dorne wasn't.
Not the show. The show does not work that way. They've not done anything to show us that. Now, if they have, yeah, sure.
They've not done anything to show us.
No. Like in Westeros, nobody does anything without a figurehead. I'm saying who will lead the Dornish people? Like, Andrew's saying, look.
That's not a real major question, right? Because it doesn't matter. Remember, even the guys who were leading the what's it called, the old masters. No one really cared about them. So it really doesn't matter. You can put anyone there. The old slave masters, the ones who were.
You gotta remember what Lady Olyberin said. They're children. They're just children, common people that are following. They don't like you any damn ways. So they'll follow anyone like that, a sheep.
Yeah.
It won't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, but the Dornish won't be impressed by the dragons because when they were the one kingdom that wasn't conquered because of dragons, like it didn't matter. So Dorne's not going to be impressed if she comes with 3 dragons. They're like, we saw this shit last time. We're ready for whatever. Like we just want our leaders back.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't think they're getting their leaders back though. I think someone's gonna get killed pretty badly. I
think they're gonna put them in that same room where that nun from last season is.
No, that nun is dead.
No, that's the thing. I don't think she's dead. I think she's still being tortured. That's the type of person Cersei is.
Oh, she ain't dying anytime soon, man. She is not dying anytime soon. Oh boy.
Well, it also might be something they might not, Cersei might not harm her directly just yet because she's a valuable piece that the Dorne want back.
No.
So,
nah.
It could make a turn. It could make it a turn. It can make it an easy turn for them.
That would be interesting.
Mama Dorne is gonna get some mountain.
Oh Lord.
It's really also cool how the way they got Jon to move down to go see Daenerys. It was like he had no option. Sam is telling him there's a mountain of dragon glass, and then Tyrion's like, "Yeah, you could come over and say what's up, catch up, reminisce, talk about old times."
Now, but here's the thing, though. How come no one has sent a Raven from Castle Black? I mean, everybody's sending Ravens from all the way down south, right?
They need a maester for that.
Oh, they have no maester in Castle Black.
Exactly, because Sam is at the Citadel.
You serious? Like
they probably have to send.
What kind of email?
They probably have to send like
no, their maester died.
I know.
No, but remember, Sam's being trained to become the new maester, but they don't have one yet.
Yeah.
Riders everywhere, so it's like the difference between Overnight Express and FedEx Ground. Like, so it takes a little longer for them.
They got Pony Express.
It gets there when it gets there.
Yeah.
I mean, all right. I guess maybe he just basically rests, and then he's going to take a journey down to just see them in Winterfell, which is like a week or something like that.
So did you see how Lord, or should I say, Sir Davos kind of brought up the whole Jon getting the dragon? It's like, so if the White Walkers cross the wall, we're gonna need fire, and what breeds fire? I'm like, oh, so this is the justification for Jon getting a dragon. He needs fire.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean,
actually, it was pretty cool. I like the way they kind of seeded the ideas, so when things finally happen, it actually makes sense.
Now here's something interesting. How do you get the ravens to fly to where you want it to go? Do you whisper bird chirp in its ear or something?
No,
because I mean, seriously, how do you train a bird to go where you want it?
You're asking in a world with dragons, really?
No. This is based on the real thing. Carrier pigeons. Remember, carrier pigeons.
Yeah.
Like you train one bird to go back and forth to one place.
Exactly.
So like he's like, all right, we need to send a raven to King's Landing. You pick the bird that's been trained to go to King's Landing. Only trained to go back to where it was sent from.
Yep.
It's a magic world. I'll just leave it as magic.
What? We had carrier pigeons, man.
There's carrier pigeons.
We used them. And don't forget that ravens are actually supposed to be smarter than pigeons.
Wink, wink.
They used to be able to talk. Okay.
No, all right, three-eyed raven.
No, if you look at the world of Westeros, the people who taught the maesters to send ravens were actually the children of the forest.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Speak the message, not just
as Papa Grande said. Theon killed all the ravens.
Yeah, but you could get new ones.
No, Theon killed all the ravens in Winterfell, not Castle Black. And as you can see, they have new ravens because he got messages.
Oh, yeah, he's getting messages. Yeah.
So,
but wasn't he getting that from the maesters direct? Yeah, well, I guess. Yeah.
I like Marlon Blank's idea. It's like, I thought they used two-way pagers. I'm like, yeah.
No two-way pagers here. No two.
Oh, the good old days.
You gotta tap 7 like 3 times. J
O
N.
What two-way pager did you have that did all that? My two-way pager had all the letters.
I'm joking, man. I'm talking about like T9, like saying how old it is.
No, it's okay. We all know the kind of pager you had.
You call, you leave a message, and then the message.
I had the one-way pager. I had the 143-911 call me back type of pager.
Oh, I see.
We've all had that one at one point.
Yeah, I was too young. I was too young to have a pager, so when that whole thing was going on,
I never saw the need. But anyway, anything else?
I snuck mine.
You guys there was a great scene with just in the war room, a war room of just women, which is pretty cool. That was something to pay attention to. You know,
there were 2 men there. That's
no, but the people who were talking about war.
Well, one of them was a eunuch, so
yeah.
I know, that's why I was like, and one was eunuch and one was, so that's why I was like.
But if you listen to the people who were really exerting themselves, it was
the power, It was a powerhouse of.
Yeah, exactly. You had the Tyrells, and then you had what's Tyrion's sister's name again? I forgot her name.
Cersei.
Not Tyrion. Theon's sister's name.
Yara.
Yara, who's gone.
Yes.
To you, Yara.
By the way, we can no longer call him Theon. He's back to Reek again.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Reek.
Yeah, I mean, like I was so disappointed. I mean, I get it that even if you try to attack, he was going to cut your sister's throat. But I mean, come on, man! Really, just jump into the water.
Well, maybe he'll provide something later.
No, he's got to die. That's all it is.
He might provide. He's not going to die. That's why he's not going to die.
Don't forget, he was the one who saved Sansa as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we thought that was the beginning of redemption, and then relapse. I know he has. You don't go
without exactly. He relapsed. He just stuff.
It's
like
a fantasy world, also. Okay, not like realistic.
Okay.
We understand.
So, how about that? Like Darth Vader, like Joe Cole, that Jon Snow gave Peter Baelish. Man.
Oh yeah.
Like, when you touch my sister, I'm like, oh, Big Brother says, nah, this is crazy.
No, what is up with Littlefinger, man? At that point, you now express you say the same love you had for the mother as the. What kind of dirty old?
Well, what we're starting to see is him finally sort of start failing at the game. Is what we're seeing.
That is a fail for him, yeah.
Nah, I don't.
That started a while ago when he started revealing more of his plans and his thoughts to Sansa, that's why Sansa says, "I know exactly what he wants." Which is something that nobody knew because Peter Baelish would never tell anybody of those things.
Yeah, but I think he knows exactly what he wants because he now has the heir, and the only way for him to basically solidify his stake of the heir, his stake is to marry a Stark. That's probably like.
I think he wants. I don't think it's a Stark. I think he wants Sansa in particular. I think he's so obsessed with Caitlyn. He's just like, I gotta get Sansa. Like, I think that's what's throwing him off his game. Like. So many other stories, like it's lazy written, where a woman is a man's downfall. I think Littlefinger was playing this game perfectly, and then he just became so in love with Sansa that it's like it made him make mistakes over and over again.
Well, like, it's if you think about it, him and if you're talking about how the game is really being played, him and Tyrion are the two best at it, and
Varys, man,
and Varys,
Varys is the master right now, man.
Yeah, but he's not in the realm of the level that those two are playing it at, where they're in the game. He's a person that spins a lot of things that are happening in the game or being a part of certain things, but not in the way that Tyrion and Littlefinger are potential people that could be on the throne or something like that. Varys is not going to a throne, so yeah, he's just gonna serve whoever is there, wherever he feels it is good, and if they're effing up, he's gonna plot to put somebody else up there, and that's exactly what his role is. He's just there to be, a backup plan, basically, and just in case something gets messed up, he's gonna go and throw his thing into there. So, but and he already has his power with all his spies. So, what more do he really honestly needs? But yeah, those two have been playing it the best, and we're starting to see where Peter Baelish's game is starting to falter now, and this is because he's too busy wanting Sansa,
chasing that tail.
Chasing.
I mean, true. I think you look at also with Tyrion's game. Tyrion has grown more in confidence, especially even the way he was like, "Nah, Jon Snow." There was no hesitation to that. It was like, I know the kid, I know he's good. You should call him. There's something important here. And Tyrion's game right now is, and even you could sense even the way he said, Grey Worm is going to go and take over House Lannister. Like, for him, that was almost like, I am taking back.
Everyone kind of looked at him and go, "This is some brutal motherfucker."
Okay, exactly. He's like, I'm taking back home. Which is why Mama.
But it's like he's sending the extreme. They're sending the best fighters over to take over his shit.
It's true because think about it, right?
But he's right in what his strategy was. He was like, King's Landing is kind of blah unless
it's ceremonial. That's what
it's ceremonial. It doesn't really stand for anything because it needs Casterly Rock to survive. Whatever supplies and money comes from there is what King's Landing relies on. You cut that off now.
Actually, to be frank, though, I mean, it needs money from Bravos. We know that even Casterly Rock doesn't have that much money anymore.
No, they don't.
Bravos cashes, man. Wall Street, yeah.
Bravos is the big one.
Who went into the? Oh well, Bravos. We haven't seen how they're connected yet because they just took an L from giving money to Stannis.
That's true. Yeah. They're probably like, what? Screw these guys for a while.
We'll
deal with someone else.
We're gonna wait out to see how this is gonna work out, and then we'll funnel whoever wins, just like a politics.
So here's the thing, though. So if you guys saw the previews for next week, we see Cersei saying she's joined First Blood, meaning she's taking out the Dornish army. Not knowing that. Okay,
but did she really take out the army, or does she just have the head of the snake?
Oh, the head of the snake. One of the two. One of the two. I'm not sure.
She took out the Greyjoy army, which is their own fucking people.
The Greyjoy army and the head of the snake.
I'm pretty sure if Euron had to actually fight the Dornish, he'd take an L.
That's actually true though, because you're right. There were no Dornish people there. Other than
that's why I kept saying he just beat his own family. The one guaranteed win he knows he could get was that.
So somebody asked earlier, it's like, how did he find them, on the seas? I granted it.
Only so many people on the seas. They're like the only one.
It's pretty obvious. If they're at Dragonstone and he's at King's Landing, there's no way for them to get to Dorne without him having spies or knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Makes sense. Plus, it's only certain paths they will have to cross anyway. So.
But see, now how does Dany get to King's Landing without ships?
Well, she's got more ships. She had ships that she bought for the Dothraki. Greyjoy's helped a lot, and the the Tyrells have ships.
Tyrells also have ships,
yeah. Dorne has
Tyrell.
Ships. I don't know how they're going to get that. So that may
the Tyrells are about to be wiped out next week.
How?
Nah,
How?
I don't know, man.
Tyrell's.
I think the Tyrells are
Dude.
strong, man. I don't think they're gonna get. And don't tell us anything you read.
Stop.
This is speculation.
Stop. No,
Jamie, this is speculation. Jamie's taking his army to the Tyrell land to conquer them.
I'm trying to mute Lou because he's.
How? This is speculation. This is just speculation, dude.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't think the Tyrells are going down. I think what's going to happen is the Tyrells might be very surprised that the Tarleys aren't joining up with them. So
and then Dornish never shows up.
So yeah, they will be left standing alone against the for that siege. But
yeah,
I don't think they're going to be too bad. I think they might.
But we'll see the Tarleys maybe turn on them or something.
Yeah,
in some way. That's what we'll probably see.
The Tarleys just won't even show up. I think they would just say, remember the way the head of the Tarleys says is like, we're not breaking our oath. So he's not going to backstab to kill. He just won't necessarily show up. I think that's the middle ground. He probably.
Which will ultimately get them killed. Really, that White House will get wiped out at the end of this. This would be like that'll be the house that gets wiped out. Most likely by Dany and whatever.
So here's the question here. So if Mr. Mormont, what's his name again? Dany's former right-hand man. So gets healed from, grayscale. Does he now become the head of the Mormont family?
No,
he's
been exiled.
He's been exiled.
Yeah, but didn't Ned revoke the exile, said he could come back? In season one?
Robert was going to say if he killed Dany,
that's right. Yeah, if
let him come back. Yeah. And he stopped Dany's assassination, so he can't come back.
His family already disowned him. So he's not.
Yeah.
His family already disowned him.
And it wasn't,
was why his father went to the north. So. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else, guys? Well,
we can answer some of these questions.
Fire away.
Well, Papi Grande wants to know, weren't the Tyrells on those ships? No.
Who
are you referring to? How can they sneak up on them? Are you referring to,
I think the Tyrells is probably...
I think the Greyjoys were too busy trying to get they're just thinking, oh, this is going to be calm seas, not realizing that freaking Euron has the Flash working for him to build all these ships.
Where is the fucking wood? Where did they get this wood?
They invaded Bear Island, where the Mormonts live, and they invaded.
They would die. That little girl would kick out at least. Look, the Greyjoy army herself.
Listen, I've been to Home Depot on a Saturday. You'd be surprised what you can accomplish.
Oh shit!
With the right amount of money and some dedication.
Well, I think because you think the way they kind of stabbed the other ship in the way they did. Maybe it's that Ironwood from that family, that small house that kind of controls all that. That they're supposed to have the best wood for ships and shit like that reinforced wood. Maybe that's where they got it, because that's a family that they could beat, because it's not anybody that's great. Because they're technically a great house, but they're like on the bottom of the great house. Great houses where like one of the other not so great houses might have a good day and can get on a come up on them or something. This is the Greyjoys. They're useless.
They know Euron's out there. Have a damn lookout. True.
We're talking about Greyjoys.
Say stupid.
Yeah.
And you know who knows they're stupid the best? Euron. If he didn't get exiled to pick up an extra skill or two and come on back.
But Euron came in on his little thing like a freaking champion.
Yeah.
Lands like, yeah, I'm gonna kill y'all. He really ransacked the ship by himself.
He literally he pulled a Leroy Jenkins. He pulled a Leroy Jenkins.
Sorry, Sam.
I said his two-handed axe, man. He went ham with that stuff.
Yeah.
Look, they're trying to make Euron our Ramsay of Lasses, which he's not, and he's not going to be, because
He ain't gonna live long enough. He ain't gonna live long enough.
That's number one. That's very
Somebody big's gotta die. I think he's up for that one.
He's up for that. He's gonna his W, and then he's gonna just check out soon enough.
Yeah,
you know.
But his last name is Greyjoy. They don't win very much.
Yeah. See, he's gonna take Cersei, his sister, because he has her.
No, she's
Mama
dead.
Snake.
No.
It
was a sand snake.
That was a sand snake that was hanging.
No, there were two people on that.
There were two sand snakes.
Two of them.
Oh yeah, that's the one with the whip. My bad. Sorry. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not his sister. The niece you're talking about.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. My bad. Sorry. Well, why are you?
He hasn't killed his sister yet.
No.
What? Andrew's fixing a pole. Is he expecting pole dances or something?
Yeah. No, my light is. I'm recording live from Littlefinger's brothel, so I got to do some maintenance real quick.
Andrew's like, yeah, baby, we live.
Yeah, baby. I said a Peter Piper.
All right, let's get back on track before we get.
They need to. I wish they could have somebody like that in Game of Thrones, just going around, shit's going around, just go, we live, just start dancing around.
I mean, yeah. All right, cool. I guess we've covered pretty much every aspect of the episode.
Yeah, that I can think of. I don't think there's anything we missed.
No, I mean, it's
the Tyrells go back home. The Tyrells go home to stand their ground at home with the support of Dorne.
They were supposed to support Dorne in surrounding King's Landing. So Mama Tyrell. But here's the thing.
But the thing is, well, they'll get the notice at some point that what just happened. So Dany and them will get this information.
So yeah,
probably before they move.
Does Dany now move in with a dragon? Remember, Mama Tyrell was like, my daughter was loved and she turned to ashes, and she had that private talk. And they're like, they're all sheep. You need to come in strong. And you know the sheep, you're a dragon. Does this now say that she comes in with a dragon to King's Landing, or even just circle around and be like, fuck you all?
Well, she can't circle around because now we know what Cersei has up her sleeve.
Yeah, but
she doesn't know what Cersei has up her sleeve.
She doesn't know, but also, again, remember, find that stuff means you have to actually hit.
Yeah.
That stuff is not, it's not going to be, I'm just saying, it's, it might take one of her dragons at some point.
She might only send one dragon.
Yeah.
That'd be the one that dies. That'll probably be the one thing they send out.
Well, I mean, what the hell? We've seen it.
Don't say anything.
We've seen it in the Desolation of Smaug. It took forever to kill the one dragon.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
And they were using kind of the same things until freaking Luke Evans decided to play Archer Man with the Super King bow and arrow.
Yeah,
Plus 25 kill bonus.
Sorry, Sam, go ahead.
No, I'm saying the ballista seems to be. I didn't see the whole design, but it looks as though they could move it pretty easily. The way the design looks, so it could be they could track the dragon while it's flying. I think they will have to kill a dragon, and they will kill a dragon.
I mean, and they were gonna have what? Just one dragon fighting White Walkers? I mean, you try to mean one or two?
No, I think it's gonna be two dragons.
Look, I call one dragon dying this season, and that's it. And it ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be because of Cersei.
Lou, stop with your spoiler talk. Okay.
What, man? It's just speculation.
Your speculations come from a very wrong place on the internet.
Hey, it hasn't been wrong yet.
All right. Anyway, guys, final thoughts on the episode.
There is no way Dany will go north after what happened tonight. Jon won't bend the knee unless she does. How do you think Dany will react when Jon fails to bend the knee?
Jon ain't gonna be talking about
Jon ain't bending no knee. What Jon is going to do is drop the kingship name.
He'll be. He ain't talking about no bending no damn knee. He's gonna be like zombies, and that's all he's gonna talk about.
You know what Jon's gonna do? Jon is going to literally tell her what he would most likely tell her. I don't care about the Iron Throne. I care about this. Jon has always been adamant about that.
Yeah, but
so,
the guys, the King of the North, none of them have ever cared about.
exactly. So it's like,
the throne. They've only cared about the North.
And the funny thing about that is that, what's his name? Tyrion is the one who will probably back him on that.
Yeah.
Telling him like, yeah, these are the kind of allies you want because they're the ones who will not mess with you and will tell you what is right. Ned Stark was one of them. You know, that's
but there's a difference between being an ally and being a subject. I don't think the North wants to go back to being subjects anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they want to, but I think they will come to some agreement where it is not a subject, but it is, like
the same way it was before. They named.
I think it's going to be
yeah.
Did you guys catch that though? They were stewards of the North. That's what the
yeah.
But did you guys also catch the fact that they now made Sam's father? They gave him the. They didn't really give it to him, but they offered him the steward of the South. Mm-hmm. That's what Jaime offered him. So that's going to be
because like all the great houses hold a region. Like the Lannisters are stewards of the West. The Tyrells are stewards of the South. But if the Tyrells get taken out of the picture, well, here come the Tarleys. Like that's going to be kind of interesting. But I think it's going to be a situation like how Dorne has it. How Dorne was technically part of the realm, but they didn't really have to submit to them as much as some of the other places did.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's going to be it.
I think that's the deal they're going to strike with Jon in the North.
Yeah. Because
now I have a question.
So go ahead.
The son to Sam's brother. When Sam went home, his brother was little. Now all of a sudden he is 6.5 feet tall.
No,
he wasn't little. He was just not that tall. He was like. I
mean, I understand growth spurts, but this show doesn't give us
specific timelines. This season.
I think they changed the actor. Probably that's because they've done that with 8 other characters on the show. Like the guy was like
changing the character.
Person. They just made him 6 feet tall all of a sudden. I don't think he was that tall before.
He's the guy from Black Sails.
Really?
He was.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Yeah, he's the guy in Black Sails.
He doesn't know about his claim yet. Well, it won't matter. Jon Snow
don't want the North. He doesn't want that. He don't want none of that.
No.
He's going to be the new Night's King. Watch.
No.
That's his claim.
No. Here's the thing about the claim: is not for Jon Snow. It's to put a wrinkle into the King of the North thing. So Bran will probably come back and lay that, truth on Sansa, right? And everybody else there. Not Jon Snow. Remember, Jon Snow does not care. He's already clearly told us this season that, guys, zombies, I don't care if you all want to take a piece of metal for a throne. I just know that zombies are coming, and that's it. So I think that's just more to throw a wrinkle in Sansa, Littlefinger, and all those other people rather than Jon Snow himself, because that information will probably get to them first before Jon Snow comes back. Or, Jon Snow, might have to do some more fighting with Daenerys in the South, since, her armies are going to be split and she doesn't have a general. Because Grey Worm is going away. She has no one to fight with her, literally.
She has Tyrion.
Fight.
She's got the Dothraki still.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
That's right. You got to remember, Tyrion is one of the better war strategists out there. He's just as good as his father with that type of stuff. So he usually figures out a pretty clever way to if there's a problem or something comes up, he usually can think of a way to get out of it.
I mean, why do you think he's sending the Dothraki to his home? Because he knows the secret entrance that never got patched up.
Yeah, because Castle Rock can go. There's a walkway or something from Castle straight into the back of King's Landing or something like that.
Yeah, because remember he earlier when he became an adult, his father said, "Oh, you go manage the source," and he did a really good job with it, and he probably figured some stuff out about where the pipes are, where they can go. So there's probably some easy place for them to walk through.
Yeah, but Tyrion learns everything about anything that he's doing.
Yeah.
If it's whatever you give him, he completely learns every single part of it.
Exactly.
Every single little thing, because that's how he survives. That's how he's so strong.
Yeah. Papa
Yeah, so
Grande
he could probably
says,
draw them an interest map from memory.
right. He says, in this world, you kill your potential rivals to the heir of the throne or whatever. So,
I don't think
But
it's gonna
see,
be that much of a kid.
I would see that with all the other ones who are vying for the power. You've got Danny and Jon Snow. Jon Snow don't want power. What he wants is to handle those damn zombies. And then when the zombies are done, he wants to just go home and just rule his land. He don't want to be ruler of everyone.
He doesn't really even want to rule that.
no.
Yeah.
He doesn't really want to do that. You got to think about does Daenerys really? Daenerys does she really want to rule? Does she really want to rule, or does she just want to get what is hers?
No. But here's the question.
Because when she started the rule, it wasn't the best thing for her.
Does the notion? No, she didn't rule with guidance. She didn't have the right support. She had no experience in this. But the question is, does the notion that he is a Targaryen, he has a right to the throne, change his mindset? He's no longer a bastard. He is the bastard. Does that change his perception? Does that change him from being, okay, I was a Ned bastard, whatever, I gotta just I don't care. Now he is, no, this is mine. It's not even a matter of just being a bastard. It is actually mine.
He's not, but if the story is true, he's not a bastard, because the theory goes that Rhaegar and Lyanna got married.
Yeah. So if that's the case, then
so he would have a true board claim to the throne.
Does that change?
That supersedes Danny.
Does that change his own?
Doubtful.
No, but
He's still a Stark in the mind. He's still a Stark in the mind.
No, the solution here is the obvious one. Do what the Targaryens have done for centuries.
Hook up with your auntie, bro.
Jon and Danny together, fire and ice. They get together, they marry, they rule the land together.
No, but that's going to be okay. So if
that's a happy ending. I don't see this series giving us a happy ending.
No, I don't think it's a happy ending. They're gonna marry, and then the Ice King is still gonna take over Westeros.
No, but even that too. Even if they get married, that is to me. Even if it ended that way, that is the writer's way of saying, yes, it ended happy, but it's still messed up. It's dirty inside. It's not warm and fuzzy. Yeah. It's just dirty.
Well, you remember they're not. We gotta remember they're not writing from a book now. This is just them writing a television show. So I think something's gonna roll out a little bit more TV like.
The ending is what George R. Martin specifically said was going to happen, and then the man clearly stated himself, "I've already given you 2 what the F moments. There will be one more. Who you think is going to be on that throne will not be on the throne.
Yeah.
That's going to be your 3rd what the F moment." Yeah. So if we're picturing it as Danny, no, don't look at Danny. She might stay at Dragonstone, or she might end up dead.
Well, I actually don't. I've never thought it was going to be her. I've never thought it was going to be her.
I mean, it could either be Tyrion, or the wild card here actually could be Sansa, who ends up on the Iron Throne, because no one really wants it.
I think
that is a far left move, man.
My 3 what the F predictions are in order: are Tyrion, the Night's King, and Littlefinger.
Tyrion's been playing the Game of Thrones the best for 7 seasons. It's just
Tyrion.
First of all, I think the way he's saying why George R. Martin's saying what the F to that, because probably the majority of the people that are following this story aren't following the Game of Thrones in that way. They're thinking it's based upon all these power moves that are happening in terms of physical battles, not everything else that's been going on from a political standpoint. If from other standpoints is why people are going to fall the way they fall, and it's probably going to fall to, like Andrew said, it's probably going to fall to Tyrion. That's kind of my number 1 as well too, because he has it.
Tyrion's going to get it at the end of the day.
So Sam, who do you think?
Arya.
I know. I genuinely think that we haven't seen the person who takes the throne, and I think that's really what the shocker is. Because if you remember the way
but that's not a good payoff for any show.
If you remember the way the War of the Roses ended, it wasn't the most powerful or the most liked.
It is Gendry. It's just Gentry.
Like, so you find the weakest person that's not going to be as controversial that everyone can agree on, and I think there's going to be some no-named, low-level royal lord out there that they just throw on there. So I think
you know what? No.
That is a very bad TV show payoff.
No.
And
I can see it being Gentry for the simple fact everyone else gets wiped out.
Gentry just rolls
in
back.
the fight, and Gentry is the only one who's still alive from rowing so damn much back to King's Landing
because he turns into Popeye.
Let's be real. It's gonna be the Hound. The Hound.
Papa Grande says Varys marries Theon and they live happily ever after.
That would be funny.
And what do they do? They do the scissor for fun.
Stop!
Okay, stop right there.
Stop right.
Somebody mute Lou.
I can't mute anybody.
This is a family show, Lou. A family show.
Lou, they are teenagers watching this show.
If they're over 13, they've heard it already.
Impressionable teenager.
Yes, impressionable.
Now, but all in all, yeah, I think we've covered this episode as much as
quite in depth. But anyway, guys, thank everyone for chiming in. Papa Grande for throwing on thoughts. Marlon, everyone in the chat there. Definitely check out and follow everyone on social media. You can check out Mr. Andrew Cam. What's your Twitter handle, Andrew?
It's Andrew Cam, Kam.
Oh yeah, Andrew Cam, and then you can check out Mr. Lou Rod, who's laughing. It is Bored Buddha on Twitter. He's part of the Booredatwork network. And Sam, who is lower 30s and up, because most likely he can't put it up because there's a limit of 4 people with lower 30s, if I'm mistaken.
Yep. I can't put mine up.
Sam's Twitter handle is @BlackIron_man on Twitter. Part of the Booredatwork network. And of course, we have Mr. Warren Bowman. His handle is bw1.com, Twitter as well as YouTube. You can subscribe to his channel. And of course, here for us, it is Boored at Work. And again, if you guys cannot get your Game of Thrones on and you want to watch it, use that link down below to sign up for Set TV. It's only $20 a month. You get Game of Thrones, 5 HBO channels, as well as 500 channels in total. Sign up, use a link.
And for all those MLB fans, you also get the MLB package.
There you go. So this is Thunder East.
I tell you, it's on point.
Thank you very much. Subscribe and always enjoy your entertainment.